morning. How are you today? Welcome to Spinnekroken, my little yarn store in Kongsberg, Norway. My name's Michelle, and today is Thursday, April 20th, 2023. It's starting to look a little bit like spring in Kongsberg here. We've had 3 or 4 days with milder weather, some sun. I've even been able to sit outside during my breaks and knit in the sun. So that's been nice. I'm looking forward to getting properly warm and lovely spring weather again. How are things with you? It's been a while. Don't really know why I haven't made a recording, but I guess I've been busy. I hope you've managed to keep up your knitting, crocheting, whatever type of handwork you've been doing. Looking forward to doing some smaller projects toward the summer. How about you? Lots of things going on? Well, today I thought I would just share 2 finished objects and 2 things I've got on my needles. So let's get right into it. I am wearing my No Frills cardigan by PetiteKnit. I knit this maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I've worn it a lot. It's held up really nicely. It's knit in Frills, Hekta and Tilia. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a light color that goes with a lot of things, so I've used it quite a bit, as I said. And as it's still kind of chilly in the store here in the mornings, it's good to have a nice warm sweater. So that's my sweater. And I'm wearing my own design, the Apple Blossom Apple Blossom Shawl. And it is very light and very soft. I knit it up in Luxus Merino is what it's called in Norwegian. It's translate to luxurious merino. And the colorway is called Apple Blossom, and that's why I named the shawl Apple Blossom Shawl. And it's just basically 2-row repeat, and it's knit on the bias. You decrease every row on one side and increase on the other so that you continually work. And it's a simple rib pattern, but it's kind of addictive, easy to knit on while you're watching TV or something like that. I'm wearing it like this because I'm looking forward to wearing a summer dress and putting this around my shoulders if it gets chilly. You can wear it a lot of different ways. It's quite long, approximately 2 meters. It goes from one end to the other. And it's just a gorgeous, lightweight accessory, I think, but I guess I'm probably biased because it's my design and the yarn is just wonderful. It's 80% merino, 20% silk. And oh, I forgot to bring a skein of the yarn. I'll go get it, just a sec. Sorry about that. Here it is. Grams gives approximately 600 meters. It is recommended needle size 3 to 4 millimeter. For this shawl I used 170 grams, and I think with the rest that I have, because I bought 2 skeins, so I think I have enough to make some wrist warmers. So we'll see if I do that. Yeah, very comfy. It's like snuggling. So that's my one finished object. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention the pattern you can either get here at the store, or you can log on to Ravelry and find it there. I'll link to it in the show notes if you're interested. So that's one finished object, and before I go over to the other finished object, I might as well show you one of the works in progress, because it's a new apple blossom shawl, and this time it's in the colorway fuchsia. It's the same yarn, 80% merino and 20% silk, and it's just as light and lovely as this one, but look at that color. I'm so looking forward to getting that finished. It's just gonna brighten things up, and really enjoying it. So we'll keep you posted on progress with that. I was lucky enough to become a grandmother in December. I think I've told you guys that before. And little Tobias is going to be christened this Sunday. And I have designed and knit a christening gown and bonnet. And I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's been a lot of knitting, but the result, I think, turned out pretty nice. Oh, I'm gonna have to stand up to show you that. What do you think? There's some detail on the lace. And there's the back. It's knit from the top down, and it is knit in Knitting for Olive pure silk, which is 100% silk. I've used the colorway cream. And for the I-cord for the ribbons, I used the same yarn, but in Dove colorway. Oh, can't remember what it was called. Sorry about that. A customer came in, and that's always positive, so we just have to stop the video and help the customer and then continue afterwards. And I managed to go and check what the colorway is called. It is Dove Blue. And it's not your typical baby blue, and I didn't really want that. It's kind of a steel blue color, even though it's called Dove Blue. Maybe it's the gray blue color on the dove. It's pretty anyway. So, and Tobias' parents liked the color, so we went with that. So the christening is going to be on Sunday, and the final fitting for whether or not it actually fits him is going to be tomorrow morning. And oh, I forgot to show you the bonnet. Sorry. Not really prepared today, but I'm taking the christening gown and bonnet to my son and his wife tomorrow morning. So I wanted to do a video and show it to you before that. There's the detail of the back of the bonnet. This is the same twisted stitch pattern that I have on the front of the christening gown. And that pattern follows up over the forehead. And the lace pattern that I've used here is one that I found in a book by Denise Samson. I'm not sure whether it's been translated to English, but it's a book where she has several lace patterns that she's developed, and the book is meant as an inspiration, so I utilized one of the patterns from her book, and I'll link to the book in the show notes so that you can take a look if you're interested. There's a lot of nice little pattern repeats in that book. It's hard to show how big a baby bonnet is without having a baby in it. I don't have any dolls, so, but hopefully it'll fit, and if not, then maybe I'll manage to make some adjustments before Sunday. So that's going to be exciting. Take a few pictures, and yeah, I'm sure he'll do well. He's a good baby. So that was the only two finished objects I wanted to show you today. And quite coincidentally, both were my own designs. The apple blossom shawl pattern is out. I haven't started writing the christening gown pattern yet, but we'll see. I'll let you know if I write a pattern and if I release it. On to other works in process. Hilde from Strikkeredet Design has newly released a pattern for Marianne's sweater, and I'm almost finished it. It's got a lovely honeycomb textured pattern on the body, and the sleeves are just stockinette with a puff at the cuff. It's knit bottom up, and the shoulders have a slant, which is nice. It'll fit nicely. Yeah. So I've really enjoyed it. The honeycomb stitch is it's easy to do, but it's a little bit fiddly to start with. Hilde's got some nice tutorial videos in her patterns. That helps. I'm knitting out of Filcolana's Alva, which is alpaca. It is 175 meters for on 25 grams, I believe. Yeah, there. 175 meters per 25 grams. And that's held with Filcolana Saga, which is 300 meters for 50 grams. So you get a lot of yarn for your money with the Saga. And it's 100% lamb's wool. Gorgeous yarn. I like the color. The fabric turns out nice and soft and squishy, and because there's so many meters per gram, it's a very lightweight sweater. It'll be warm and nice during the winter, but I think you can use it during the evenings in the summer as well, at least here in Norway, because it does get chilly when the sun goes down. So I'm looking forward to that. I tried to pick a neutral color, one that works all year, not your typical summer pop color or winter dark color, or something that you could use both. So that's more or less what I'm working on. I did start the June top by PetiteKnit a while back, but it's knit with 2 strands of pure silk held together, and it just felt a little too heavy, too dense, so I decided to frog it. And I'm going to use the yarn to knit a cumulus tee. So I'll show you that next time. Other than that, May 6th, Saturday, May 6th, from 12 to 3, we're going to hold a course in Tunisian crochet. Denise Samson is going to come and teach the technique that she has made some really nice washcloths out of. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you'd like to join us, then go in to my online shop and buy the course and the materials package for the course. And that's how you get registered, and bring a friend, and we'll see you then. I'm looking forward to it. I love to knit dishcloths and washcloths. I think handmade cloths are the best. And I've crocheted some a few years ago, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the washcloths made with the Tunisian crochet technique are going to be. I don't think I've ever tried that. I've tried Tunisian crochet, but I haven't made any washcloths. So that would be fun. Well, hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're working on. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your weekend when that time comes, and I'll see you again soon. Happy knitting.